Good day, viewers. We are welcome to the fourth lecture in GSE 322. In our last class, we have discussed or we learned how to find the mean of group data. And at this moment, we are here to find the median of group data under measure of central tendency, also known as measure of location. The question here on the board is saying, the table below shows the weight distribution of 40 men in a game sport. And the table is given as follows. Weight interval is 110 to 118. And here is the distribution. Is the what? Is the frequency. And I want to believe that. Let us refer us back to the first lecture in GSE 322, where we learned about the frequency distribution. That is the process of presenting raw data into a table. So it is that process that was followed to bring about this table. So here we are just given the table and the frequency, and we are asked to find the median. So now, we should start the solution from here, because as time goes on the process of our solution, we need to extend or expand the table. Therefore, we write our solution here. The solution is, we first have to draw the formula for finding the median of group data. The formula for finding the median of group data is given by L1 plus open bracket n over 2 minus FB over FM times C. This is the formula, and all these, they have meaning. This L1 stands for lower class boundary of the median class, while this FB or this N stands for summation of the frequency or total number of the items, while this FB stands for cumulative frequency before the median class, while FM stands for frequency of the median class, and this C stands for class size. So now, having understand the meaning of all this, then we go back to the table. In the table, we have frequency, and the formula is talking about cumulative frequency, and we don't have cumulative frequency. The formula is also talking about lower class boundary, and we don't have lower class boundary on the table. As such, we have to find the cumulative frequency and find also the lower class bound or the class boundary. So now we shall come here. This is CF, cumulative frequency. This C stands for cumulative, this F stands for frequency. How do we get to the cumulative frequency? The first frequency is our cumulative frequency. Then the second cumulative frequency is the first cumulative frequency plus the second frequency. Therefore, 9 plus 3 is going to give us 12. 12 plus 4 is going to give us 16. 16 plus 5 is going to give us 21. 21 plus 2 is going to give us 23. 23 plus 5 is going to give us 28. 28 plus 12 is going to give us 40. You can see that n is 40. So the last cumulative frequency must have to give you the n, must have to give you the total number of the items or the sum of the frequency. If the last cumulative frequency is not equal to the sum of the frequency, it means you are wrong somewhere. Then what is next? We have found cumulative frequency that this portion is talking about. Next is what? Class boundary. Class boundary. How do we find class boundary? We find class boundary by considering this interval. We take the first one, you subtract 0.5 from lower limit and we add that 0.5 to the upper limit. We call this one lower limit and this is upper limit. So we subtract 0.5 from this and we add 0.5 to this. Therefore, the first one we have 109.5 to 118.5. Let's adjust this place so that we have enough space. So the next one is 119 to 127. Therefore, we have 1185 to 127.5. The next one is 127.5 to 136.5. The next one is 136.5 to 145.5. The next one is 145.5 to 154.5. 154.5 to 163.5. Then the last one is 163.5 to 172.5. So now we have gotten our class boundary. So what next? Now we are to determine our median class. And how do we determine our median class? We consider this portion of the formula n over 2. Therefore, class size implies that n over 2, which is equal to 40 over 2, which is equal to 20. N over 2 give us 20. So now as we have this 20, then we go back to the table. When we go back to the table, we come to the column of cumulative frequency and look, where can we first, in which of the cumulative frequency can we first get 20? Of course, it's here in this 21. It's here we can, in this 21, we can first get 20. So the whole of this is our median class. All the values that belong to this, they are what? Our median class. All the values that belong to this, they belong to what? Our median class. So now, what next? Having identified our median class, now the next is substituting the values of the median class with the formula. Therefore, our median implies that lower class boundary of the median class is 100, 136.5 plus, open brackets, n is 40/2 minus FB, cumulative frequency before the median class is here, which is 16, then over frequency of the median class is 5 times C. C stands for class size, as I said earlier. So when we have this, we have an interval that is not, that there is no wider gap of the interval. We can simply use our fingers. You can pick any one of these interval. So we count our fingers. If we take this 137 to 145, we count 137, 138, 139, 140, 141, 142, 143, 144, 145. We have 9. Therefore, our class size is 9. In the case where you are dealing with the wider gap of the what of the interval, in that case, there is formula. The formula is saying upper limit minus lower limit, you close the bracket, plus 1. Upper limit minus lower limit plus 1. So now, you can pick any of the upper limit and the lower limit. Okay, let's make use of that of the median class. So the upper limit there is class size, CS is equal to, the upper limit there is 145 minus the lower limit there is 137. Then we close the bracket and we say plus 1. 145 minus 137 will give us 8, plus this one, which is equal to 9. Therefore, our class size is 9. Are we following? So now we are to what? Now the median, the continuation of looking for the median implies that we have 136.5 plus 40. 40 divided by 2 is, of course, 20, minus 16/5 times 9. So we are going to, okay, let me explain something here. Ideally, when we have something like this in mathematics, we should find LCM. But this is not, but this is a formula, a portion of the formula. Look at it, n/2. So when we find the LCM, it will change the formula, and we don't want to change the formula. So we directly divide 40 by 2, and we got 20. So now 20 minus 16 is going to give us 4 divided by 5. Therefore, we have 136.5 plus, open bracket, 4/5 times 9. So now, as we have gotten this, we can use calculator to divide this in order to save time, but it seems it's not going to waste time. Then we do it manually. Then we divide, we do it by long division. We divide by division of 4/5. We have something like this. and we write our 4 inside and 5 outside. And we say that 5 into 4, it cannot go, therefore we put 0 and the dot. Then we add 0 to this 4 so that it will look like 40, and say that 5 into 40, of course it will go 8 times. 8 times 4 times 5 is going to give us 40. Therefore, 0 minus 0 is 0, 4 minus 4 is 0. That's the end, because we have gotten 0 here. So the result is 0.8. Therefore, this implies that 136 plus 0.8 times 9. So now, 136.5. Sorry, it's 136.5 plus 0.8 times 9. So we are still on the board mass. We have to what? Clear the 0.8 times 9. This 0.8 times 9, we take care of it before we continue. So therefore, we can also do it manually, sharply. We have 0.8 times 9, which is 9 times 8 is going to give us 72. Therefore, we write 2, we carry 7. 9 times 0 is 0. 0 plus 7 is 7. So when you are multiplying decimal, you multiply with no regard to the decimal. Then when you finish, you find where to fix your decimal point. So now, how do we fix our decimal point? We only have to count the digit that is after the decimal. How many digits are after the decimal point? In this case, it's only 1 digit, 8, that is after the decimal point. Then we come to the result and count 1 digit from the end and put our decimal point 1, then we put our decimal point in between. Therefore, 7.2. Therefore, we now have this implies that we have 136.5 plus 7.2. 136 plus 5 plus 7.2 is very simple. We just have to add this 7 to this 136. 7 plus 136 is going to give us 133. 143. 143. Point, there is point. Then this 0.2 plus this 0.5 is going to give us 0.7. 143.7 is the median weight. So this is the end of today's question. And if you enjoyed this video, you can ask question in the comment section, like and share to the other colleges of education students, as well as subscribing to our channel so that as soon as we upload new videos, you'll be notified. Thank you for watching till we meet in the next class.